After she finishes class the next day, Cameron meets her boyfriend, Chris, at lunchtime. It's a hot, sunny day, so they get sandwiches and sit under the trees near the fountain. Chris is saying something about his college paper, but Cameron's not really listening. She can't stop thinking about what happened. You know, Chris says, sooner or later you're going to have to tell me what's wrong. What do you mean? Cameron asks. I think I know you by now. I can tell when something's wrong. It has nothing to do with us, she says. Really? Okay, Chris says. Well, I'm just saying I'm here, if you want to talk. Cameron doesn't want to say anything about Hillary, but she does want to do the right thing. Chris is smart, she thinks. He may know what to do. Imagine one of your good friends does something bad, she says. She, or he, does something wrong, something that can get her in trouble, or him in trouble. What did she do? I'm not saying it's a she, Cameron says. I'm not saying anybody did anything. I'm saying imagine. Okay, says Chris. I'm imagining. What did they do? Imagine they steal something, Cameron says. What? Like from another person? A store, Cameron says. She can't help looking behind her as she says it. Stealing clothes from a store. And not just one thing. Lots of things, I think. So they're shoplifting, Chris says, thinking about it. You know, when people talk about their friend doing something wrong, it usually means they're doing something wrong. You're not saying you're stealing from stores, are you? No, really, it's not me. It's really not you, Chris says. It's really not me, Cameron replies. Okay, Chris says. Well, of course, they have to stop doing it. You have to talk to them. Do you know why? I have no idea why she's doing it, Cameron says. It's a she, then, Chris says. Be careful, Cammy, Cameron thinks to herself. If you're not smart about it, Chris will know who you're talking about. What kind of clothes? The expensive kind. Is she stealing them to wear or to sell? What a strange question, Cameron thinks. To wear, of course. It's not so simple, Cammy. If someone has got really bad money problems, they don't steal clothes to wear. They steal them to sell them so they can pay for food and things. No, Cameron says. This person does not have money problems. Anything she's stealing, she could buy if she wants to. Chris thinks for some time before he says, I think when people with money go out and steal things from stores, they're doing it because they have some kind of problem. Do you remember when that Hollywood star got caught for shoplifting? Liz Long, Cameron says. That's her, Chris says, taking out his phone. Let me have a look. Chris looks through some web pages on his phone, then shows her a news story. It reads, Unhappy Liz Long says that shoplifting gave her a lift. The story talks about how Liz Long was unhappy because things were bad with her husband, and that she started shoplifting because it excited her and made her feel better. Cameron remembers how unhappy Hillary looked before she went Linden's. What's she unhappy about? Cameron says, more to herself than to Chris. It's not an easy question to answer. Hillary is one of those girls who always seems as though they have it all. Cameron continues reading. There's a happy ending to the story. It seems that, after the arrest, Liz Long's life got much better. Cameron reads out loud the last part. It was just what I needed, Liz said. Cameron reads. In the end, getting caught was a good thing. So maybe my friend needs to get caught. Maybe that's a good thing, Cameron says. Maybe, says Chris. Maybe not. Your friend's not a Hollywood star. She may have to leave college. She may go to jail. Do you see what I'm saying? If your friend gets caught, it may be really bad for her. It only takes one thing to make your life go wrong. One bad choice. Does she really want to take that chance? No, Cameron thinks. She does not. Oh, Hillary, what are you doing? After Chris leaves, Cameron picks up her phone and finds Hillary's number. As she's waiting, she wonders if Hillary will be angry. But then Hillary answers and says, in a happy voice, "Hi, Cammy. How are you?" "Hillary, is that you?" asks Cameron. "Of course it's me. You're calling my phone, aren't you?" "I just thought, after the other day." "I forgot about that already," Hillary says. "I meant to call you to say sorry. I feel bad about what I said. I didn't mean it." "I'm so happy you said that," says Cameron, "though something about it didn't seem right. I'm sorry as well. I mean, I wasn't following you or anything, though." "Don't worry," Hillary says. "I know it's kind of stupid. Are you free after class tomorrow? Let's do something." "That'll be great," Cameron replies. "I'm going to my sister's house in Seattle, but I'll be free about 7. "Even better," Hillary says. The phone call makes Cameron think that maybe Hillary's going to talk about things with her. She hopes that maybe now they can go for a coffee, and Hillary will tell her a bit about herself, that she'll open up to her. But the first thing Hillary says is, "Do you want to go and see a movie?" "Not really," Cameron says. "I thought maybe we could talk a bit. Go and have a coffee somewhere." "Let's walk and talk," Hillary says. "Don't you want to talk about, last week?" Cameron says as they head down Seneca Street. "Let's just forget it," Hillary says, "if that's okay with you. I'm sorry for getting angry with you, really. Don't you think it may help to talk about it? I was thinking maybe you're unhappy about something, that if you want to talk to me about it, maybe I can help." "I'm fine," Hillary says. "I'm perfect. Don't worry." "Okay," Cameron says, "but if there's anything you want to tell me." "Sure," Hillary says, but it seems like there isn't anything Hillary wants to tell her, or at least nothing important. She talks about her classes, about some new music she's listening to, about the movie she wanted to see. She even talks about her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, and Cameron thinks maybe that's the problem. But Hillary can't seem to stop laughing about it. By now, they're outside Linden's. "The sale's still on," Hillary says. "Let's have a quick look." "You're not serious," Cameron says. Hillary laughs. "I'm not going to do anything," she says. "You really want to go in there?" "Just for a quick look." For the first time, Cameron sees the security man at the door as they go in. She wonders why she never saw him before. Going in Linden's gives her a strange feeling, but she follows anyway. "I want to see some shoes," Hillary says, heading upstairs. Cameron's phone makes a sound. Chris is calling. "I'll come in a minute," she says to Hillary. Chris wants to know if they can study together tomorrow. As Hillary goes up the stairs, 2 of the store clerks look at her and start talking fast. One of them picks up the phone. "Can I call you back?" Cameron says to Chris. She finds Hillary looking at some beach shoes. "I know what you're thinking," Hillary says. "Why am I looking at beach shoes?" "Something's wrong," Cameron says. "With beach shoes?" "The store clerks downstairs. When they saw you, they started talking." "So?" "I'm not doing anything wrong." "Maybe they remember you, or something." "They can't do anything if they don't see me do anything wrong," Hillary says. "I'm pretty sure about that." Can we just go somewhere else? Hillary looks a little angry, but she says sure. The two of them go downstairs, but as they head for the door, one of the women starts walking over to them, fast. Hillary, Cameron says. It'll be fine, Hillary says. As they get to the door, the security man says, Can I check your bags, please, ladies? Why? Said Cameron. Sure, Hillary says, giving her bag to him. He looks through it slowly. There's nothing in there, says Cameron. I'm sorry, but would you please wait for a moment? Says a voice from behind them. It's the store clerk. I'm sorry, but would you please wait for a moment? Says a voice from behind them. It's the store clerk. We need to go now, Hillary says. The security man is still looking through her bag. She says, I'll have my bag back now. Thank you very much. I'll have to ask you to stay for a moment, says the store clerk. Well, I'm not staying, says Hillary. Get out of my way, or I'll call the police. The police are on their way, the woman says. Why, says Cameron, without thinking. This woman stole a scarf from our store last week. We have her on camera doing it. The police saw the video and were waiting for our call. They will be here in a moment. I did not, shouts Hillary. Some other people in the store are watching them. Hillary, Cameron says. I didn't steal anything, Hillary says. And you can't keep me here. Give me my bag and let us go. Miss, the police will be here soon. Why don't we go through to an office in the back and wait? You can see the video. It's very clear. I said, give me my bag, Hillary says. She pulls the bag out of the man's hand and pushes past him out the door. The man doesn't try to stop her, but he follows her out. Hillary, says Cameron. Be quiet, shouts Hillary. The girl with the red bag, the big security man shouts, looking at Hillary. There, over there. Everyone on the street stops and looks around. For a moment, it seems like Hillary's the only one moving. There are two police officers across the street, looking toward them. They can't be here yet, Cameron thinks, but realizes there must be lots of police around the stores at this time. Hillary doesn't see them. One of the police officers, a woman, takes her arm gently and says something to her. The store clerk runs across the street and begins to talk to the police officers. They talk a little, but Cameron can't hear what they're saying. Hillary lowers her head as the officer brings her back towards the store, holding her arm.